G'day boys and girls, Coop here. Just wanted to show off where my game's sort of been headed since the last video. It's now significantly different, which by that I mean I've virtually rewritten the whole thing and gone in a completely different direction with it. Where before it was sort of a zombie shooter top-down thing, controlling your character with the WASD keys and whatnot. It's now more of a point-and-click style interface. You'll see a bit more in a second. But also importantly, it's now multiplayer. Yay! I've tackled Unity networking, which, to put it very politely, has been an interesting experience. But making a bit of progress with that and having some good results, so, you know, confident should be able to actually make some good multiplayer experiences from now on. Another important difference, where before it was like a handcrafted sort of world, which was taking me forever, I've now moved more onto random generation. So if we zoom in a bit, hey, look at that! That's a sexy looking forest with the occasional rock dotted throughout it. Basically, I'm sort of heading in a bit of a survival direction. I know, I like survival, whatever, shut up. So, the idea will be you'll have multiple players in the game, running around, or walking around, hey, doing their thing. Each player will fill a different role, which will be dictated by, if I can find them, the tool that they hold. So in this case, I currently have 3, an axe, a builder's hammer, and a sledgehammer. If we go to the axe and pick it up, notice that interacting with an object gives a completely different sort of effect to say, hey, you're picking this up rather than just running to it. From here, player picks up an axe. I'm going to chop down a tree. Oh yeah. Bam. It instantly disappears and wood appears. Yay. That'll look a bit better, you know. Any player can pick up and move resources around. They can drop them down. So, you know, makes it easy. The woodcutter can run off and go cut some trees up, bring the wood back. It's only one at a time. I'm wondering about adding sort of modifiers and whatnot to allow them to carry multiple things like that. Hey, rigid body physics. Once we're done with that, alright, cool. We now need someone to go get some stone. So we'll drop that axe, we'll go pick up a sledgehammer, go bash this rock. Might zoom out a bit, let's get a better view of what's going on. So yeah, you can zoom out pretty far. I might increase that a bit. Let's get back in here. I like this view, it's cool. I'm working on rotation for the camera too, so you can sort of rotate it 90 degrees. Haven't quite got that working the way I'd like it yet. So yeah, the, what should we call him, miner, I guess. Sledgehammerer is off. He'll go pick up his stone, he brings it back. Once again, try to imagine there's multiple players doing all their thing at once. Once he's got some resources over here, I'll show you the building, which is pretty simple at the moment, but yeah, pretty happy with where it's going. There's also some ore over there, which is completely useless at the moment, so, you know, good on your random number generator for giving us something we don't need. Alright, let's drop that sledgehammer, pick up the builder's hammer, and if we press the key assigned to build, we can lay down some foundations. Now, they currently sort of check to see if there's any items in the road, so I might just move these. Need to sort of decrease the range on it a bit, it's a bit drastic. Yeah, so it should, foundation can only be placed on the ground. Now that we've got some of that, we can go and pick this up. Let's see what it needs. It needs 1 wood, 2 stone. Currently has none. Let's drop some off. Only the builder, or the builder's hammer holding person, can drop off resources at an unbuilt building. There we go. Nice, a foundation. We'll just get these out of the road a bit. So what we'd probably need is something to store all this so it's not just like littering the ground everywhere. So the next thing you'd probably build is a storage building. Notice these can only go on foundation. So that'll be the idea, is you can sort of build a base up, go out, collect resources. There'll hopefully soon be some zombies and stuff in here to make your life difficult. But also I got an idea about how to handle the items that are left on the ground, make it a bit risky to leave them lying around. Hopefully I'll have that in soon. I think it's a cool little idea. Yeah, we'll build a storage building. So he plonks that down. There's your template there saying, hey, this needs building. Once again, we can have a look. Needs a fair bit. I might not do that. That'll be rather boring for you. You don't want to sit and watch me do that, but all I'll say is once that's built, it does turn into another building, a storage building, which any player can drop off stuff at, and any other player can then come and pick stuff up from. So that'd be pretty cool. It'll act like a storage building, like a little hub. Everyone brings their stuff back from that, and then your builders and your other sort of roles that produce things will come and get their stuff from that. They'll go do things. That's pretty much all that's in there at the moment, except for, obviously, the cool part, which is, and hopefully it's not going to let me down, the multiplayer. It was a bit laggy. The screen recorder plus 2 game sessions is causing grief. So obviously still a few little things to work out. Like, for example, this guy's holding a hammer. I don't know if this guy can actually see it. Doesn't look like it. So, a few things to work out. Like, obviously he's not updating the other player to say, hey, I'm currently holding this tool. But if he picks that one up, I'm hoping the other guy should notice it. Yeah, there you go. If he drops that. Sorry about the flicking back and forth. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a bit bugged. We'll sort it out. Plus the missing foundation. So this is what I'm talking about. Unity networking. If you're only doing single player development and you move to networking, it's a bit of a learning curve. It's not too bad once you get there. Just expect the occasional thing like this, which just means you need to get it sorted out. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is in there at the moment. And I'm hoping it sort of gives a bit of an idea on where I'm headed, and hopefully you can sort of see what I'm aiming for here, and that I think it's a bit exciting. I think it's got a bit of potential, but I don't know, I suppose you think that about all your own projects, really. But yeah, thanks for watching. Any comments, feel free to let me know. Happy to hear. Thanks.